Okay, so here we are on South Beach Gospel Ministry. Backed by popular demand is our little buddy Noah Rosenbach. And Noah's going to talk to us this year. Our annual Halloween message is going to be handled by none other than Noah. Noah, introduce yourself to the people. They already know you. You're already a celebrity on YouTube.
Hey guys, my name's Noah, and I'm going to explain to you here why we should not celebrate Halloween.
Okay, so now, how old are you, Noah?
I am 9 years old.
All right, Noah, you've taught here before on South Beach, and you've done evangelism. Now, you were explaining to me yesterday that you believe that Halloween is a holiday that born-again Christian followers of Jesus shouldn't celebrate.
Yes.
Now, when I was your age, I accepted Christ at about the same age as you. But when I grew up in Michigan, we all celebrated Halloween like it was Christmas. We all thought it was awesome, even though we knew in the back of our mind there was something a little evil and mysterious about it. Nobody ever told us that it was related to either Satanism or the occult and that Christians shouldn't do it. How did you, at the age of 9, come to that determination on your own?
So I was thinking why we dressed up in Halloween. I was thinking why we always cut out the pumpkins scary. We always get these scary decorations. And I was thinking to myself, why do we do everything scary? Why don't we do everything nicely? Why don't we have a happy time? Why do we have to be all over the place, like scary stuff and spooky stuff? And then I thought to myself, it's satanic, because Satan is the evil one, and he's always like this mad, not mad, but he's evil. He does evil to the world. But when you're happy and you're thinking of all the nice stuff and you're thinking of good stuff to do, you are putting yourself in a mindful way of God.
So you've been a follower of Jesus. You believed in Jesus for how long now?
I believe since I was 3, I think, or little.
So your position that Halloween is not a holiday Christians should celebrate isn't something your dad or your mom told you to say, right?
No. Well, my dad always was against Halloween. And my mom also took his side. I don't really like it as well. I used to celebrate it, but it's getting a lot, so I don't celebrate Halloween anymore.
So the other day you were telling me that you were invited to a Halloween party, and
yes.
you were given the decision by your parents whether you wanted to go or not. And what did you decide?
I decided that I don't want to go. And the reason why I didn't want to go is because, one, there's a lot of junk food involved. Second, it's not a fun holiday for me. And third, it was my jiu-jitsu class, and there's no jiu-jitsu, and I didn't want to do it. And Halloween is not the best holiday. So let's get to the steps about why you shouldn't celebrate Halloween.
Okay, so why don't you tell us then, what are the steps in your mind that every believer out there, whether they're young or old, that they should run through their mind to make the decision for themselves? What are the steps?
Well, I think that every believer that believes in God, Christian, you believe in Jesus, you shouldn't celebrate Halloween, guys, because when you celebrate Halloween, you're giving yourself the bad spirits, the bad energy, and you're not making yourself a good person. You're making yourself a side of Satan. And then you're going to teach your kids to celebrate Halloween, and your kids are going to teach their kids to celebrate Halloween, and then all your kids are going to be involved in the wrong thing, and they're going to be on Satan's side, being satanic.
So in other words, you have a lot of friends at school, right?
Yes.
And you're pretty popular, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so if you dress up as the devil and go to school and walk around, would you say that you might have an influence on your young friends in school? What grade are you in now?
I'm in 4th grade now, and I would be a bad influence on my friends. Because if I was dressing up in those costumes, my friends would think, oh, Halloween's such a good holiday, let's all go get dressed up. And then they would also pass it to their friends and everyone else, and then everyone would be with Satan.
Oh, so in other words, what you're telling me is that the reason why you do it is, one, you think it's bad, but two, you're thinking about not being a bad influence to your friends at school?
Yes.
As a Christian, a follower of Jesus Christ, do you think that it's important for you to set a good example so that other people, especially in your 4th grade class, can imitate?
Yes, it would be good if I go show a good example. They should imitate the good example, not the bad example.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. And that's not something somebody made you say, or you came to that conclusion on your own?
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Like I said, when I was 9 years old, I had no idea. I didn't come to that understanding until probably after I graduated from law school, to be honest with you. So,
Okay, so let's get started.
okay, so give us the next step. You have any other steps that you
Yeah, I have some facts. Another fact is, if you celebrate Halloween, you're giving yourself junk. You're cleaning out your body. Like, for an example, if you're smoking a cigarette,
Okay.
it's not good for your body, and you're bringing in all of this smoke. And then a few days later, you're going to start coughing it out. Same thing with Halloween. When you're celebrating Halloween, you're eating all this junk food, you're going trick-or-treating and doing this, and then a few days later, you're going to be on Satan's side, you're going to be sick with all this candy. It's not going to be fun.
So you're saying, even from a health perspective,
Yeah,
the occult is tied together with candy.
exactly.
Do you think the fact that candy is involved causes kids to be more likely to want to get involved in what you are telling us is sort of an occultic, evil, satanic holiday?
Yes, candy is attracting kids. And that's why in Halloween they're doing trick-or-treating, they're doing scary stuff. They put decorations on the house. No, we don't want to do that. We're bringing all the evil spirits around us. We're putting all these decorations that are evil, and you're putting them in your house, and it looks like you're an evil person.
Wow, so you're saying, if I get this right, I don't have any kids, but if I did, you're saying that the candy is kind of used as a lure to get kids to want to dress up like demons and devils and witches. Otherwise, if the candy wasn't involved, they'd be less likely to want to dress up like the devil. Is that true?
Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just saying kids like candy, and I know that kids love to trick-or-treat because I'm a kid, but I don't like to trick-or-treat. I only trick-or-treated once in my whole life with my friends, and I didn't like it, and I got sick. I threw up after the day, and I learned that Halloween is a bad holiday, and my dad explained to me, my mom explained to me that Halloween is a satanic spirits, they're a bad holiday, it's a bad thing, bad celebration.
Okay.
I don't like to celebrate it.
All right. Any other any other pointers that you want to give us in the time we have left? We got to do street evangelism and all of that. Anything that you want to say to the audience out there about this Halloween? Because this year you've been selected to be the person to, we've been doing a Halloween message at South Beach Gospel Ministries every year for like 12 years now, and you're the guy that's taking the mantle this year, because I'm going to be out of town by the time this is broadcast. But you came to me yesterday and said you wanted to speak on Halloween to the people.
I did.
So with the last few minutes that we have left, what do you want to tell our friends out there in YouTube land and our viewers on Rumble, and we're on Telegram now as well? What would you like to say in closing?
To say
as we're talking about Halloween this year.
I would also like to say that kids out there, don't celebrate this. One reason why is you're bringing yourself bad energy. You're bringing yourself hope. You bring yourself a bad culture. You're not treating yourself like a human. You're putting garbage into yourself, and you're dressing up like a satanic person going, ding dong, hello, let me have some candy here. That's not what you want to do. You want to be a good person, and you want to treat yourself like a person, and you want to be respectful to yourself, and you don't want to put on these things on your body, costumes and stuff all over. You don't want to make yourself look like a different person. You're you, and why would you want to do this? Because if you do this, you're making yourself a devil.
So my final question then is, we've got Jesus up here. We're out here doing evangelism, telling people about Jesus. What do you think Jesus thinks about little kids that dress up as devils and demons and witches. Would he be in favor of that or opposed to that, in your opinion?
He would be opposed to that because Jesus is not a friend of Satan, and he's gonna think that those kids are satanic. The kids are going on Satan's side, not Jesus' side, and then they're not gonna be Christians or they're not gonna be Jews. You don't want to do that. No, it's not a good holiday.
So if I'm trying to make Jesus happy, and I ask you, Noah, should I go trick-or-treating and dress up like a devil this year? What are you going to tell me?
I'm going to tell you no, you shouldn't. What you should do is you should tell your friends. You should tell your friends not to do it as well, because you don't want your friends being satanic. Then they shouldn't be your friends.
All right, well, we heard it from Noah right here. Here's our littlest evangelist has told us this year that Jesus doesn't want us to do Halloween and celebrate it. And if Jesus doesn't want us to do it, then we shouldn't do it. Is that right, Noah?
Oh, yes, because we want to obey our God. We want to obey him, and we want to treat him like he's our king. He's the Lord of Lords. He's the one who created the whole planet. He's the one who created everything. We should be thanking him. We shouldn't be making a fool out of him.
Oh, man, that's a good point. Dressing up like a devil is kind of making a fool out of Jesus, who died on the cross for us. So I couldn't have put it any better. In all the years that I've done it, I don't think I've done it as succinctly as that. So Noah, thanks a lot for coming out today, man. I appreciate it. I know you got to get out there and start passing out these gospel tracts for us. So
yes,
again,
in our next video.
That's our buddy Noah taking time out of his busy schedule to come down and help promote the gospel. So thanks a lot, Noah.
You're welcome.
God bless you as you go out to reach the people with the gospel later on today. Thanks.
Bye, guys. Okay, that was good. Now time for Noah and